Alright guys, we're back again, playing a 330 turbo knockout, 330 turbo knockout on demand, 1K guaranteed, 448K guaranteed, and $1.10 6 max, which I really don't know why I registered to, but I did, so. Anyway, we're getting pretty short on this one. This one we got fairly decent stack. We haven't really made any money yet. I think we're just basically at starting stack here, 5,000 chips, yeah. And this one just started 17 minutes ago, so still looking for that tournament where I get down to the final two tables and I double up in those spots. I've yet to find one, and getting pretty unlucky, to be honest with you. I think it's a few times now that I've gotten down to the final two tables and had some kind of hand that was excellent, and it just didn't pan out. So. All right, jacks, of course, so obviously we got to go with those. Got a guy that's just limping in under the gun, so we really don't have any fold equity, but yeah. Call with jacks. This guy kind of ISO, well, not really, I guess. It's like a standard, well, it's a little bit more than standard. Might get in a three-way pot with them, and that's, you're running pretty good with jacks in a three-way pot. You probably got about 50% against the ranges. So, could be in with a worse hand. Well, this guy's probably going to call with amazing odds. It's a pretty good flop for jacks, multi-way. It's kind of hard for somebody to have a king, but I've seen crazier things. Yeah. Wonder what he has. King 10. King 10's good enough to call that amount of money with, apparently. Well, we lost that one. Don't call there with King 10. Just saying. All right, so we're getting punished again. This one starts in 26 minutes. So this one starts in 56 minutes. So I'm playing both of these, and then that'll probably be it for the night. I'm probably going to play these two because they got some pretty good prize pools in them. And then I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. So another night of losing, I guess. So yeah, I haven't really been doing so well. Once I get really, really deep, I get to 19th, 18th place. The other day I got 10th place. I did final table bubbled. The combo draw, there I had 6-4 diamonds in the big blind, and the flop comes jack of clubs, 5 of diamonds, 2 of diamonds. So we have a gut shot straight draw and a flush draw. And I have 15 big blinds, so I open jam and get called by pocket 8s. And I didn't hit. So I final table bubbled. If I had won that, I probably would have been about 4th place, hitting the final table, and would have been a really good spot to take the tournament down, but yeah, it just didn't go my way. So, and then just now at the 9s, Buddy called me with the king jack offsuit in the big blind when I shoved rejam for 16 big blinds, which definitely was a bad call for sure. Because we had a raise from under the gun. I rejam, and then he calls off for half a stack with king jack off, which was ridiculous. And he makes a straight. So we have some extremely aggressive players on this table. We got a guy with a 60-0 or a 60-10 and a 70-0. It's kind of a looser open, but I think I'm going to. In the hijack. And yeah, this guy decides to 3-bet. We can get away from this. 3-bet massive too. Okay. It's another 2.1. Yeah, here, I don't know. Try to get involved. We got 22 big blinds. We're folding any shove, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have did this. Actually, I don't like it anymore. I didn't realize that this player had 6 big blinds remaining. Okay. This hits our range pretty good, and we're going to probably want to bet fairly large. Check, and it really doesn't hit our range well. But I think I want to clear up some equity here with overcards that people could have. I don't really want them seeing a free card here. Get one call. This guy was in the big blind, so he could have a barrage of things. He could have some kind of straight draw. That king might cost me a check. Oh, he shoves. Wow. He must have 2 pair. Okay. All right, 5, 10, 5. We're going to check that. Yeah, I call. Check. Not quite ready to release ace high here. To a third pot bet, I think we can call there. I was making it 1/3 again. Yeah, I think I'm just done with it. Any spade and we're fucked. And like, yeah, we have no equity now. Yeah, if you had to check the turn, oh, where is it? Oh. If he had to check the turn on the river, I probably wouldn't have turned it into a bluff. I'd probably just check call, whatever. But when he double barrels, like, it's pretty safe to assume that he has something okay. Okay, I'm going to put a small bet. Here I'm all in. This guy calls. I'm way ahead of his range. Okay. Half pot. And we win with the bluff. I got shot straight draw. Definitely hits my range better than his, though, on that board with 2 high cards. Like, he's probably calling with a lot of trash. All right, we can fold here. We are playing a 54-31, so we probably do have a fairly loose image. It's worth 60 chips. Getting involved in some pretty weak hands on the button in limp pots, but yeah, fuck me. Probably wouldn't have called if I knew that guy was going to do that, like, or if he was light. I don't know. I don't think we can call. Oh man, that would have been a beautiful flop for King 6 too. Shit. 3-4, Jack 6. Yeah, we made a straight. Darn it. Keep on trying, I guess. And this ace-8 shove, I think it was pretty good on my opponent's part. Ah, 7-9. I think we're getting a little bit too shallow now. Well, we got pocket queens, so I'm going to reshove. We got one collar, so it's very possible we're going to be playing a multi-way shove pot. I don't know. This guy doesn't raise, so you can't really... I can assign him to something that's a non-nut hand, basically. He's probably only raising, like, ace-king and queens plus. That kind of sucks, but I think we are going to win a side pot here, so... And we did win 5 big blinds, but it wasn't what we were hoping for, obviously, but whatever. Keep on trying. Okay, 6-3 off, we can... Oh, shit. 6-3 off, we fold. I think my opponent's call with 10s was pretty good, too. I think I would have called there, too, for sure. But I would have raised pre-flop. I wouldn't have... If he had a raise pre-flop, this guy wouldn't have any fold equity, and he probably would have folded, and then I would have shoved, and then he would have had to call, and it would have been us. But yeah, I don't know. Limps in with 10s under the gun. 10s is a vulnerable hand. It's a great pre-flop hand, but it's very vulnerable. It's a very vulnerable hand. The overcards, right? There's many overcards that can come, so. Here's a large pot with pocket kings taking it down. All right, queen 4 is a fold. Started with 800 players, so we are a long ways away from the money. 10-8 suited. On the cutoff, I would open this, but probably not on the cutoff with this guy in the big blind because he only has 12 of them. He's probably gonna be shoving a lot, and he's probably gonna be shoving a ton. So. Hold that. So, buddy makes it 3x on the button here. How many do we start with in this one? 2,000. Okay, so we're about halfway through with 19 big blinds. So getting a little bit on the shallow side, but still a fairly playable stack. Would have been nice if those queens held up, but pretty much we had that guy dead to an ace. Like, he had about 30% equity there. 32% or something like that. Well, gut shot straight draw and a backdoor flush draw on a pot that is limped. I think I'm going to take the initiative in the hand because I don't have a hand that's going to work well in my check calling range, but I do have some equity, so I'm just going to go ahead and bet. Then we get a 5, which really sucks because now the 6 is the open ender. Okay, and it wasn't a spade. We didn't pick up any equity on the turn. If it was a spade, I would have bet again, but yeah. Okay, so this guy can limp with an ace on the button, apparently. Must. Let's see what he has here. 3, 6. Oh, okay. He made a straight. Interesting. This guy had ace-king. Ouch. That was a perfect card for him on the turn. This is like a 3. You could potentially 3-bet this hand, but I'm short stacked and he's deep, so it's kind of like I'm putting my tournament life on the line, not the opposite way around. Like if I had 90 big blinds and he had 33, then yeah, I'd probably 3-bet it, but this is a shitty flop for a king-queen suited. But, you know, I'm going to float. I'm not assigning him to an ace yet. It's an ace-high board. Going to check the turn. See what he... I float the flop. He checks the turn. Yeah, okay. I think I'm done with it. Ace-high boards are one of the types of boards you want to float because your opponents rarely are going to be double barreling on them. So, and this is that's the type of player that you want to be floating on. Okay, this guy raises his button and we have ace-queen off and we are 49 big blinds deep. I'm going to raise it. This guy can go all in and I will call. Check here. So we get one caller. Okay, we don't really have enough money to continue in this hand with... Oh, good. I was really hoping he didn't call because I'd have to shut down. And if he raised, I don't know what I would have did. That would have been a really tough spot. All right, we've been fairly aggressive in this one, 3-betting and raising and very aggressive, but it's not really working for us. We haven't made much money in it. 9-5 off is a fold. We're getting pretty shallow in this one. 14 big blinds. That's what happens when nothing happens for you. Okay, here we go. We got queens again. We had queens there 10 hands ago or so, and we lost with them. We won with a side pot, but we didn't win the whole pot, which sucks because if we had won that whole thing, we probably would have had about 20 big blinds right now, maybe 22 or 23. Then we got the exact same player 3xing, full 3x, so they essentially priced themselves in to call my shove. And this guy just sweetens the pot. We're going with queens again. Full jack 8 here. We've been fairly aggressive. I'm just trying to tighten it up a little bit. Well, I'm pretty happy that guy called and sweetened up the pot for us. King 3 we can fold. Thank you, Paulo Avero from Brazil. Got quite a few shove stacks to our left, so I'm probably just going to fold jack 7 suited. Average stack is 9,500, so 9,600. So that's good. We are right around average. And a 448K guaranteed. 2,000 entrants to begin with. I don't know if there's late reg right now or not. 1,987. I think that number has been hard fast for a while. I don't think that the late reg is still continuing. Kind of sucks. I like when the late reg happens because then you get all these players just gambling, registering for like 10 big blind stacks and just throwing it away. So it increases the equity I have in the tournament. 86.51. So yeah, we have 22 big blinds now. So we're looking a little bit better. On PokerStars, the tournaments are incredibly shallow stacked, though, it seems like. So, like, you got to take what you can get. And, you know, I know, like, if you're willing to play, like, the $40 and $50 games, that the blinds are a lot slower paced and stuff like that. And you start with a deeper stack and all that junk. But I think that the logic behind making these tournaments so shallow, is... they're trying to make as much money as possible with the rake, is what it is, right? Because I'm playing, every time I register to a tournament, I'm paying 10% of the price to PokerStars. So, I guess I'll show you guys here. If I go view stats, this is my graph. Over 60 tournaments, I bought in for $200, I'm down $33. So really, not too bad. Like, we just need to win one, is all it is. We just need to get to that final table once, and we'll be a winning player. It's just taking a while. All right, this is a 2.1x in calling short shoves. We're calling this guy's shove, this guy and this guy's shove. Okay, here we'll fold. This guy just calls. Oh, okay, he has 31 big blinds. These players are notorious for betting into the original raiser. I got no equity. I'm just going to check. Hope for a 7. 7 comes on the turn. I'm going to blast it. Hope that somebody's slow playing something. Yeah, there you go. I think I'm done. We're pretty short to be putting out large bluffs right now. It's just going to ruin us if they don't go through. So we'll have like 14 big blinds instead of 19. I'd rather keep my fold equity for the next hand. And yeah, I was thinking that there was a good chance that one of these guys were going to shove and I was going to call and we were going to have a classic race or whatever, but it's just not how it worked out. And we had a flop that definitely connected well with the calling range of my opponents. Well, I guess the queen connects well with my range, but, you know. I just didn't want to, I don't know, I could have c-betted, I guess, but you don't have to c-bet 100% of the time. So that was a big pot. King Jack of Hearts. Made a straight on the river against Ace King. This guy open shoved or rejammed a ton. I don't think I have any fold equity, to be honest. If I jam, I think he's calling. He's not calling. I probably should have shoved, but... Oh, wow. He thought about it for a while. I just read his same bet size on both streets as weak, so... Probably should have shoved. Anyway, that didn't work so good. Maybe it was a bad bluff. Yeah, I think it was. Because all the draws miss, right? Shitty. Shit-y buzz. Oh, shit, hey? 4 big blinds. Queen 9. Yeah, I made a bad bluff there. Whoops. I just didn't think that he had anything. Like, this guy's oh, this guy min raises. I got 1,837 with threes. This guy's, I'm all in. I don't know what the fuck a min raise means, but this guy's just playing retarded. So. I think this is a pretty good rejam spot. I think this guy's folding a decent percentage of the time. Limping in 33% of the time. And then... Alright, this guy jams under the gun for 8 big blinds. And I got pocket threes. I call. Oh wow, these guys both call my rejam. They're fucking crazy. I shoved for 19 big blinds. Like, holy fuck. I'm even money. Good. Oh my god. Get counterfeited. Well, I screwed that one up, I think. This guy's equity. Holy fucking shit. Are you fucking kidding me? He called me off with 4-5 offsuiting one. Like, that's fucking insane. That guy's a moron. Anyway, poker's really not going good for me if you haven't noticed. I made a bad bluff there. That was definitely a bad bluff. But the rejam with threes was excellent. I flop a set. 2 guys call and I flop a set and Buddy called me with 4-5 off. Like, I don't understand on what planet he is from, but he has, against my rejamming range, he has maybe like 27% equity or something like that. Like, it's not good. Anyway, we'll continue for a little bit longer. Register to this 330 turbo. Yeah, I'm getting pretty punished. I get deep with kings, and I lose to aces, and then pocket nines versus king jack offsuit, and then 4-5 offsuit versus pocket threes with a set, and oh, it's just bad. It's just bad. You get to 19th place, and you get pocket nines with a shove stack, rejam stack, perfect rejam stack. You shove and get called twice. Like, if that card had been a 3, if that card on the river had been a 3, I would have been probably like in 4th place right now, or 4th or 5th place, and just be doing amazing. But didn't work out that way. Doesn't seem to ever work out that way. Like, I've been trying to get a final table, and it just does not work out ever. Seems like I always get to like 15th place, and then I just can't get that race, and I'm just working on it. One of these times I'm gonna, but it's just taking a long time. What does this guy have? The donk bet and a 2-3-4. I think I'm gonna raise to like 640. I think he has an overpair. I guess he could have a set, but I think I'm going to raise it up and get called by his overpair a decent percentage of the time. Queen 2. Okay, well. That was a combination I didn't expect him to have. He played it like an overpair. He thought for a little bit pre-flop when he called, so I was thinking, okay, maybe he has like some kind of jack, tens, jacks, queens combo that he's just planning on slow playing. And then the flop comes 2-3-4 offsuit, and he donk leads. So I'm thinking, yeah, this guy has an overpair, and he's trying to protect his equity from overcards with like a pair of nines or something, or eights. So I raise, because I know he's calling with an overpair, or re-raising all in. And then on the turn, he donk bets 1,000. This spot's tight, very close spot. But you know what? I think I'm going to fold it. Where's that spot there? I don't know why it doesn't show you their fucking hole cards. You gotta like search for it. No, it wasn't this one. Where is that hand? What was the hand that he showed down? It was pair of jacks. Okay, that one's starting. Pair of jacks, pair of jacks. No. Come on. Where the hell is it? I don't know. I wanted to label that hand and review it later where I bluffed. It was pretty shitty. Here it is. That's it. There. I don't think that was a very good bluff at all. I think I should have shoved. If I thought it was weak, I should have shoved to get maximum fold equity. I kind of looked bluffy by leaving myself a little bit of chips, right? Yeah, I played it poorly. That was a poor play. Like, I stand by my play. I think that it's definitely a good spot to bluff. But, well, yeah, all the draws miss, and the board is paired. It's like the perfect time for my opponent to call light, but I didn't think he had anything, to be honest. I figured this was just a bluff, and I could take it down. All right. So yeah, I made a bad bluff and I lost the tournament. Just figured I had him there. I figured I could get him to fold whatever he had. He almost folded, actually. If I had a shoved, I think he might have folded his jack, to be honest. Be pretty hard to call with a jack when I shove there, I think. Okay, why can't I make it 2.1? Oh, this guy raised under the gun. Okay, yeah, I fold. I was gonna make it 2.1x here. So, some guy handed us a stack when we had aces, so that's a good start to a tournament. I don't really think we're playing for much money, though. It's like $200 top prize, so... Alright, we don't have any read on this guy, and he's raising under the gun, so I think I'm just going to call. Plus, it'll underrepresent our hand. It's a flop that would connect well with their perceived range, but... I think we're done with it now. Here we're going to raise. Well, okay, so I don't want to raise that much. Something like 500. I don't want to raise super huge and get him to fold. I want him to call with his bad holdings. So then we hit a flop that's pretty hard to hit him. Check. Okay, somebody limped. 4x. All right, now we got to start betting here. I'm just going to go bet large on the large side and hope he calls with whatever so we can get stacks in on the river. Yeah, I might as well bet large and hope that he has some kind of set or like 2-pair combos that would call and then we could get it in. I don't think milking a jack is really going to work out so good for us. Darn it. This is a fold. And Jack 9 is a check. 9-4 is a fold. So hopefully we can get deep in one of these again. I'm probably going to play this 440. Oh, the fold there. Where is that? So I'm going to play this one in 26 minutes. Then I'll probably play this guy too. And when do they start? 36 minutes, 26. Yeah, I'll play these two, and then I'm probably going to quit for the night. Because it is 7:30, and we've been playing for not too long, but it'll probably end up being a 6-hour session. So we are down to $105 on here. I had 175. My peak was 175, and now I'm down to 105. So, but you know that's poker tournaments. If I was playing cash games, it'd be a steady upward swing. It'd be just a steady upward curve, right? But tournaments are just really, they got lots of swings, but there's just so much money to be made in them. Like if I could get up to the $15, $20 games and be winning at that with like a 10. I already did the math. If I could get up to $30 games with a 10% ROI. Playing 8 tables at once, I'd make like, what did I figure? 20 some bucks an hour or something like that. Oh, $20 an hour. So, because if I get a 10% ROI, I'm making $3 off of every tournament that I potentially play. So, if I play 8 at once, that's $24, and I'm probably only going to be playing each tournament for a couple hours, and then I was just considering like it would be on taxed money, so yeah, it will work out to like $20 an hour or something like that. Because obviously I'm not going to be playing for 6 hours every single tournament. Like I'm not going to make it deep, and this is average tournament winnings, right? Is 10%, so definitely be something to fall back on. Like if work is not doing so good or whatever, it's always good to have a skill to fall back on to make money consistently. I would love to have that going for me, so trying to get there. Check. Definitely folding here. Queen 10. Yeah, that's a pretty good call, I think. Queen 10, I'd probably call too. For 5 big blinds. For 10, I would fold for sure. I think I'm just going to give up. Playing with 2 guys that do not want to fold. I guess I probably could have took that down. What was the board? Oh, he made a pair on the river. All right. think this might be a little loose, but right. King 9 off is a call. All right. Can't fold to another 100. Okay. Wonder what pot means. It's called. I guess he's trying to protect against like a flush draw or something like that. But then he checks turn. And 2 is an excellent card for him if he has top pair. I don't know what the hell that was. All right, Queen 3 we can fold. I think, what's his average right now? 5,700, so we're average stack. Blinds are going up relatively slow on this one as opposed to like the turbos for sure. This one's a 10K guaranteed, so top prize is probably pretty good. Yeah, be a couple $1,000 probably with the bounties. And the field isn't too large either, so that's good. Like for that prize, $1,600 or whatever it would end up being. Okay, Queen 9 off. I'm gonna fold that. We got a pretty good stack here. We don't need to get too crazy. Plus, especially on a table like this, like there's so many like loose players. When we get a hand, we're gonna get paid off. Okay. 2.5x that. Could go for a 3x too, but I think 2.5x is probably good too. I think Don Harrington says that between 50 and 150 big blinds, you make it 2.5x. And then, all right, so we got the second nut flush draw and an ace. Pretty good hand. He calls. We don't really have to worry about the flush draw, so I think I'm just going to check call down now. All right. Value bet. I'm going to value bet half the pot. I can see myself getting looked up by a king often because I check the turn. Yeah, he had a king. Yeah, I could see, since I checked the turn, it made my hand look very weak with the flush draw out there, the diamond draw. So, but I checked the turn because I could, because if a jack, because I had the jack of diamonds, and if a diamond came, I was pretty much calling. Well, you know, I could call a considerable amount with that. I probably wouldn't call for my tournament life, but just the diamond wasn't going to intimidate me much. Underrepresented my hand. Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous, that 4 or 5 offsuit that guy called me with and made a straight on the river. Holy fuck, eh? Then I make a set. Yeah, it's just typical. Typical. I think my shove with threes was pretty good, considering that the first guy that limped was limping 33%. The raiser was min-raising with 4 or 5 off, and he was playing like 80% of hands. So my shove with threes, I think, was excellent. I can't believe that they both called. That was pretty crazy, especially 4 or 5 off. Like, you do not have equity. Jack on the river won't do it for you. But, you know, we're making money because the guy's doing that. Against my range, he's crushed, so that's why there's money to be made at these small stakes tourneys. Like, it's just ridiculous, some of the shit you see. Min raise. Yeah, this is definitely a call. I'm gonna check fold now. Told you. Told you what? I will get your bounty. Oh yeah. He's trying to be a dick. Pocket kings in the early stages of a tournament with 137 big blinds. It's a hand I'm willing to play for stacks. There's only 2 hands that I'm willing to play for stacks this deep, and this is one of them. Make it slightly larger than the size of pot because I'm out of position. This guy min raises, and I think I'm going to re-raise and call if he shoves. Ooh. Pretty crazy. He calls. I don't know what he has, but oh man. I got a king high flush draw. This guy's, yeah, I'm going with it. Yeah, I call. Oh, wow. Holy fuck, are you serious? Wow. 10-3. I 3-bet you, buddy. Holy shit. That was pretty insane. I guess it worked that time, but it's not going to work very often. That was insane, man. 3-4-3. 10-3. Huh. Well, I pretty much had him. It's pretty insane. Like, I pretty much discounted a 3 from his range entirely. I didn't think maybe this guy can have a 3. Figured he had 2 overcards, but... And we did quite well in that hand. We ended up making some money for sure. All right, this guy's making it pretty large, and we have an under-the-gun opener, or caller, I guess, so... Yeah, that was pretty brutal. 10-3. Not expect that one bit. But I guess this is a $1 game. These players have no idea what they're doing, so... Most of them. Pretty much all of them, actually, but might be a couple that are okay, but... Alright. This guy raises. We're extraordinarily deep. So I'm not going to 3-bet with ace-queen. Probably if it's 3-bet ace-king and queens plus. I'm just going to call. Because if we get 4-bet with ace-queen by the undergun raiser, we're going to have to fold. So, oh, wow. We get a big 4-bet by this guy. Huge 4-bet. Yeah, I think we can fold here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're done with it. Okay. Fold this. I'm interested to see what's going on here. Ace, king, ace, jack, 3s. Okay. So, I do believe we're at starting stack again here, basically. It's been an okay spot for a rejam if my opponents were folding any decent amount of the time, but when they're not, it's like, it's not really worth it. I'm going to get looked up a ton. With no full equity, ace-5 off isn't running very good. Oh yeah. That guy lost. 10-2. Playing playing extremely tight on this one. Just haven't got a hand though, and that helps. 8, playing an 8-8. I'll just fold that. Okay, so who raised? This guy raises. Yeah, I call. So you take a flop here. 4, 5, 9. I got an open end, a straight draw, and an overcard. Don't hit it though. Well, the draw's missed, so I think I'm just going to check. What do you got? Oh wow, ace jack. I can't say that I would call 2 streets with that. I'm going to raise this. A little too deep to shove with ace jack. Over a limper. Just got to raise it. Hope for the best. Yeah, this sucks. I gotta fold this. Yeah, Jack 10 off is a negative 0.13 in Chippy V. Well, we know we're very ahead of these guys' calling ranges, so if we hit an ace, we're gonna be pretty happy. Ooh. What exactly does this mean? I don't even know. 122. Okay, I fold then, I guess. Odd. Blinds go up. Gonna have to give us some sort of hand, or else we're dead meat. Halfway through the pack. Oh, shit. Okay, we got ace jack again, and I'm rejamming. Yeah, this is an easy rejam. Yeah, we got looked up. But this, I'm way ahead of this guy's calling range, and he calls very light. So you call a 3-bet with 10-3 suited, but you'll fold an ace-x hand there. I don't understand the logic. Yeah, this is a rejam too. Likely. Unless this guy shoves. Alright, this guy just calls, and that kind of throws a swing into my plans here. I think... Oh. Jeez. I just call. I don't want to raise. I'm getting called every fucking time. Like, every time. I'm getting called. Yeah, if I decide to make it like, what would I make it? If I decide to make it like 500, he's calling every time. So, and then I'm playing ace-10 off out of position. And if a shoving, I'm too big to shove. Okay. This guy's a 56-13, but he makes it. These two. Well, he's in 56% of hands, but he's only raising 13% of them, so that kind of makes me weary of rejamming with that. I don't know what these guys have. If I had got involved in this hand, I probably would have did quite well. Well, maybe. Oh, he had a worse two pair. Yeah, that would have been great. Not much I can do about that, though. It's not like I can... It's not like I can call a raise with Jack 9 offsuit on the button, like this shallow. There's no implied odds with it. I thought about opening this one, but... It was limped, and he's calling with everything, right? So more or less 3-betting with the linear range. And he's calling with anything if I raise here, so. Try to find a better spot. When's this start anyway? 6 more minutes. King 10. I think this is a shove. Yep. Plus 0.34 in chip EV. I'm going to be pretty surprised if this guy folds here. But it's possible if he has absolute trash, I guess. Yeah, we're ahead of his calling range. Oh, nice. 100%. This was a terrible call with 5-7. He should have mucked that for sure. All right, 5-9 suited, we can fold. Queen Jack. 100%. Ooh. This guy's first 3-bet. So usually when a guy doesn't 3-bet in 20-some hands and then all of a sudden 3-bets out of position, he has it. Don't mess with that. It's a nice little big blind special type hand. It could make something. This guy shoves and calling. I'm not folding 8-5 suited. It's not that great of a hand, but $500. It'll cost me like another $250 or something. 300, yeah. Yeah, there's just no hand here that is that you can fold, I don't think. This guy might get stupid and like jam or something, but okay, ace 8-8. All right, well, it was a limped pot, so it's pretty safe to say that nobody has an ace here. I'm probably going with this one, to be honest. He calls. I'm going with it. I don't think anybody has an ace, but I could be... They could, but... Ace 4, yeah. All right. Well, I thought I had them. Figured he was bluffing, and I didn't think this guy was calling very wide. Or he was calling very tight, so... Whatever. You gotta go with those middle pair hands. Like, fuck. What are you gonna do? Just a setup hand. This starts in 3 minutes, and this one starts in 13. Hey, these are my last two I'm playing. But anyways, I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back.